Right now, President Biden is on his way back to Washington after touting his administration's efforts to help minority-owned businesses in Wisconsin. And how do local business owners feel about the support they've been getting from the president's policies? We went to Janesville to find out. Plus, Wisconsin Republicans go on the offensive when it comes to Bidenomics. We'll share what they had to say about the president's visit. All of that is part of our live team coverage of President Biden's visit to Wisconsin. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of News 3 Now at 5. I'm Susan Simon. We have crews across the state covering President Biden's latest visit in Milwaukee, where the president made an appeal to black voters. Right now, Eric Franke is live in Milwaukee, while political reporter Will Keneally is at the state capitol getting reaction from state lawmakers. And we'll begin with Eric. Eric, what was the president's message today?
Well, Susan, we are live outside the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce on Milwaukee's west side, where the president visited earlier today, his third trip to Wisconsin this year, his second to Milwaukee, and of course we all recall his trip to DeForest in the Madison area earlier this year. It all really underscores the importance of Wisconsin today, truly trying to connect with Milwaukee's black voters, talking about the efforts of his administration to boost small business ownership by minorities, how the White House has helped them in pandemic recovery, and also as part of his infrastructure measure, he talked about expediting the effort to remove lead pipes from Milwaukee's aging water system.
Before I came to Milwaukee, Milwaukee was slated to take over 60 years to replace the lead pipes. But last month, we proposed a new rule. It's going to require the water systems in Milwaukee to be fully replaced with every one of them within 10 years. 10 years instead of 60. Infrastructure law, my administration.
He was introduced by a local black business owner, Rashawn Spivey. He visited his business on the way to his speech today, Hero Plumbing, which potentially will play a role in removing all those lead pipes in Milwaukee. But really, this is all about reaching voters. And our Catherine Merck spoke to a few of them today outside after the president's speech, and she has more on their reaction. Catherine?
Yeah, that's right. It was a smaller crowd here gathered at the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce today, but a lot of them spoke to me after saying that they are confident that President Biden is the best representation for them in 2024. And that's going to be important in this upcoming election. I want you to take a look on your screen now at some of the numbers from the past couple presidential elections. Wisconsin swung from Donald Trump in 2016 to Biden in 2020. Trump won it by just shy of 23,000 votes, and a drop in Milwaukee's black turnout was a major factor in that. Biden carried the state by just shy of 21,000 votes 4 years later, when better showing in Madison and the suburbs helped offset flat turnouts in Milwaukee's black precincts. I spoke with the president of the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce, who was in the crowd today, and she said President Biden is showing everything he should to convince black voters to back him in the area and get him in the office.
I should say, a short road between Madison and Milwaukee. So our communities are being invested in, much like in Milwaukee. Our businesses are becoming certified, much like in Milwaukee, making sure that they are primed for that pipeline as opportunities come down this administration.
With former President Donald Trump the frontrunner for the GOP nomination in 2024, the Badger State could be in the position once again where they're going to have to vote between Donald Trump and Biden again. So that makes the context of those previous elections and the black vote even more important this year.
No question. Catherine, thank you. And support for small businesses was also a huge part of the president's trip today. And that message really didn't just come from him. It carried through with several of the speakers today, and that includes Governor Tony Evers, who was one of those touting the president's efforts in that regard, and how the Biden administration has teamed up with his own administration to support business owners through the American Rescue Plan Act, helping businesses in all 72 counties in Wisconsin.
Our focus in Wisconsin coming out of the pandemic has been really quite simple. Let's rebuild our economy from the ground up, starting with our small businesses, our Main Street, and the hearts of our community.
The governor says those ARPA funds have helped more than 9,400 small businesses and nonprofits open or expand, as well as fund programs to help local chambers of commerce. Of course, it has been a challenging few years for small business owners who launched new businesses, especially in the wake of the pandemic. And that impact expands well beyond just Milwaukee and Madison. Our Maddie Heimsch talked to small business owners to get their reaction in Janesville to see how they're feeling about the economy.
In a city like Janesville that's experienced economic highs and lows, starting a new business can be especially complicated. Meredith Eaton founded Garden of Eaton in September of 2020, selling plants and pottery. 3 years in, she says she's come a long way, but it hasn't been easy.
It was quiet at first. A bit of a bumpy start.
According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, small businesses made up more than 99% of all businesses in Wisconsin last year, employing almost half of the state's workers.
I think that people want to shop small and shop local. That the big businesses and the internet don't help that, but I also think that there's a concerted effort among smaller communities like this.
When the Janesville GM plant closed in 2008, the city lost its primary job provider. 1 in 3 residents of the city either lost a job or had a family member who did. 15 years later, residents and business owners in the city are still citing the closure as a setback. Eaton says the process of reinventing Janesville has been ongoing.
Getting people to understand that we have a lot to offer here now is probably the main challenge that we face.
She says presidencies, administrations, and other federal changes aren't able to give or take away from her business the way local incentives can. She hopes her customers understand their impact. In Janesville, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Now back in Madison, Republicans argue that the president's economic record isn't so great and that it will be difficult for him to run on it. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us now from the Capitol with more on that. Will?
Well, Eric, when you talk about the economy, you have these two kind of ideas here, the Bidenomics and then Bidenflation. And we talked to some of the Republicans today that say that Wisconsinites are struggling so much under high inflation right now that it will be hard for the president to run on his economic record. Here's Janesville Congressman Brian Stile.
And at the end of the day, I don't think there's a path for President Biden to be reelected here in the state of Wisconsin if we do our job and explain to people the economic reality of what's going on, the economic reality that they're feeling every day.
So we know that Wisconsin is a swing state next year, and Milwaukee will be a key area of the state for presidential campaigns to turn out voters. We learned today, actually, from the chair of the state Republican Party that they have opened up an office on the city's north side in their efforts to reach Milwaukee voters and voters of color here in Wisconsin. We'll have more throughout the night of Republican reaction to the president's visit, but we'll send it back to you, Eric, in Milwaukee.
All right, Will, thank you. And of course, we're just getting started for what figures to be a very, very busy next 46 weeks from yesterday is Election Day. And we already know the vice president is coming somewhere in Wisconsin about a month from today. We'll have more coverage coming your way next hour on News 3 Now at 6. Susan, back to you.
All eyes on Wisconsin. Great work out there. Eric, Catherine, Will, and Maddie, thank you so much. Stay tuned throughout the evening for more of News 3 Now's team coverage on the president's visit. We'll be following along with politicians as the campaigns heading into the 2024 election cycle. You can follow along with the free Channel 3000 app or always watch on Channel 3000 Plus. Let's get a check on the weather now. December 20th, but sure doesn't look or feel like it. Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
No, it's mild, and it probably will be getting milder as we head toward Christmas. As we look at visible cloud track, we had quite a bit of sunshine today. Now we're starting to see some clouds come in from the west. Those clouds will thicken up later on tonight, but right now, no precipitation across the state. And I think we'll probably stay dry through tomorrow, maybe through much of tomorrow night. Low temperatures this morning, a little bit milder than they were the previous night. 22 low in Madison, 28 in Janesville. Most areas saw temperatures in the 20s. Current temperatures are now just about freezing in Madison. We're at 33, Janesville's at 34. We've actually had a weak cold front come through, but with clouds coming in tonight, I think that will probably keep our temperatures from falling too much further. Here in Dane County right now, 35 degrees in Middleton, 36 in Verona, and 35 the current temperature in Oregon. Winds are not that strong, so wind chills for the most part are in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. Look for skies to be partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping into the upper 20s by late evening before the clouds thicken up overnight. The temperatures hold nearly steady, but it will be mild as we head toward the Christmas holiday. I'll have more on that forecast and our chances for rain in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Gary. A Republican district attorney has appealed a court ruling that determined a Wisconsin law from 1849 does not ban abortions, a decision that cleared the way for abortions to resume in the state. The Sheboygan County District Attorney appealed the ruling from a Dane County judge that says there is no state ban on abortions. The appeal was expected, and the case is likely ultimately to be decided by the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Any appeal of a ruling there would go to the Supreme Court, where liberals hold a 4-3 majority. The most recently elected liberal justice, Janet Protasewicz, campaigned as a supporter of abortion rights. Vice President Kamala Harris, as Eric mentioned, will make a trip to Wisconsin next month on her Reproductive Freedoms Tour. It starts in Wisconsin January 22nd, which would have been the 51st anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision. The vice president planned to visit UW-Madison back in October, but rescheduled to attend the funeral of the late Senator Dianne Feinstein. The White House has not shared where in the state the vice president will visit or what time. Former President Donald Trump is dealing with a legal blow after the Colorado Supreme Court declared he is ineligible to be on that state's primary ballot and that he is ineligible to be president. The move sets up a legal challenge that will make its way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Skylar Henry has more from the White House.
The Colorado Republican Party says it's pulling out of the primaries and will hold a caucus instead. It's a reaction to the Colorado Supreme Court ruling that former President Donald Trump is ineligible to run again in the Centennial State, citing the Constitution's insurrection clause, which states that no person shall be able to hold office if they have engaged in an insurrection or rebellion.
Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis.
Trump's primary opponents say the left are trying to rig the election.
They're doing all this stuff to basically solidify support in the primary for him, get him into the general, and the whole general election is going to be all this legal stuff.
Trump is planning to appeal the decision to the highest court in the land.
We're likely to get a decision from the United States Supreme Court sooner rather than later.
President Biden said he would not comment on pending court cases, but he had no problem weighing in on one of the central questions of the case.
Is Trump an insurrectionist, sir?
Well, I think certainly it's self-evident. You saw it all. Now, whether the 14th Amendment applies, I'll let the court make that decision. But he certainly supported an insurrection.
Trump's actions on January 6th are at the center of a federal court case scheduled to go on trial in March. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Trump campaign today announced its intention to appeal the Colorado Supreme Court's decision and called the ruling, quote, completely flawed. Next on News 3 Now at 5, we'll get a look at your first warned forecast with meteorologist Gary Canulti, and a new variant of COVID has been detected. What health officials want you to know before the holidays. That's coming up after the break. Taking a look at stocks at midweek, the Dow fell 457 points. The Nasdaq was off 225 at the close, and the S&P 500 closed down 70. We'll be right back.
Didn't get a good night's sleep last night? Maybe it's time for a new beauty rest from Steinhoffels. A good night's sleep makes for a better day. Get a Beauty Rest mattress for just $449 or upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black for only $57 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month financing and get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Steinhoffels, your mattress destination. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. or visit www.kwwf.org.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Our solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Tonight at 6, President Biden making his third visit to Wisconsin this year. His stop in Milwaukee today highlighting Black-owned businesses. We'll have live team coverage from Milwaukee tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Friday on Wisconsin Huddle, Tyler Wall joins me on stage. We talk about his big game against Jacksonville State. Then I challenge three-time national champ Britta Curl to a putt competition. Join us Friday night starting at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Ahead of all the holiday celebrations, the CDC says COVID cases, unfortunately, are on the rise in the U.S. Health officials say the spike is being driven by the subvariant JN1, which is responsible for about 20% of new infections across the country. It's a subvariant of Omicron, which has similar characteristics. The fast-growing strain has been deemed a variant of interest by the World Health Organization.
But there are two good things about it. One, it's not producing more severe disease. And number two, the laboratory studies would indicate that our currently updated COVID vaccine does provide protection against severe disease caused by this variant.
Health officials are encouraging people to get vaccinated also against the flu and RSV. Hospitalization rates for both of those illnesses are surging in many parts of the country and rising here in the Madison area as well. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast now. Here's Gary.
Well, skies will cloud up for tomorrow, but that won't make much of a difference in temperatures. In fact, three things you need to know in our forecast. It'll be dry and mild for tomorrow with high temperatures in the lower 40s, even though it'll be cloudy. We'll see some rain showers Friday into Friday evening now, so that's pretty much at a time where it should be warm enough we won't even see a mix of precipitation. And then we'll see some more showers from Christmas Eve afternoon through Christmas Day and probably even beyond that. But it'll be unseasonably mild from Saturday through Tuesday, and that does include Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We could be looking at record or near record temperatures at that time. Christmas Eve, the record high temperature is 51 degrees, or is 60 degrees. I'm going with a forecast high of 51. But Christmas Day, the temperature that I'm looking at is 52. So not only won't we have any snow, but we could be looking at the potential, at least, for some records. Now, the normal high temperature is 29. The normal low is 13 for Christmas Day. The warmest Christmas Day, 56 degrees in 1982. And again, with a forecast high of 52, we're going to be pretty close to that. Coldest temperature, 21 below zero. The other record that we could be close to is for the wettest Christmas Day. The wettest back in 1876, we had just about 2/3 of an inch of rain. It's possible that if we get enough showers, we could see a record as far as the amount of rainfall. But it will be in the form of rain, no doubt about it. Much of the country, as we look at holiday future track, is going to be quiet through tomorrow and into Friday. Now, tomorrow night, we'll see just some very light showers. Those will move on through and then be out of here from late tomorrow night through Friday and into Friday evening. Saturday, they're gone, but the clouds will linger. The next weather system coming into the west will bring snow into the central Rockies, rain into the southern part of the United States. There could be some strong thunderstorms on the southern portion of the storm, but notice on Christmas Eve morning, those temperatures are warm enough for rain here with south to southeasterly winds. And as we head into Christmas Day, again, rain expected. Any snow will be well to our north and west and really shouldn't affect us at all. We could see a mix of rain and snow perhaps late Tuesday night at the earliest. Planning your night, temperatures are in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees by 10 p.m. They hold nearly steady through midnight and then actually either hold steady or even rise a degree or two as we head into tomorrow morning. So we'll look for temperatures around 32 by that time. It'll be cloudy, but no rain or snow expected. Planning your night in Dane County, low of 32 in Windsor, 33 Cross Plains, and 30 in Brooklyn. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, Janesville will drop to 31. It should drop to 30 in Camp Douglas and 28 in Wautoma. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, should be dry. Mild, high temperature at 42, and future track precipitation from Friday to Friday evening. Maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain south and east of Madison, north and west of Madison, less than a tenth of an inch of rain, so not a lot there. We'll see better chances for showers as we head toward Christmas, but notice those temperatures. Upper 40s Saturday, lower 50s for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, upper 40s into Tuesday. Late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, it could be a little bit of a mix of rain and snow, and then changing over to some snow showers or flurries Wednesday night. Just a slight chance on Thursday, and then milder than normal weather into the New Year's holiday. As we look at first warning traffic right now, Beltline looking pretty good. A lot of green on there. Traffic moving pretty close to the posted speed limit. Same thing, I-39, 90, 94, east side of Madison. So about normal travel times either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-39, 90. Inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown is a 19-minute commute this evening. Heading outbound, that same trip will take you 18 minutes down East Washington Avenue and US 151. US 12 middle into Sauk City is 17 minutes, and I-39, 90 from the Beltline to Janesville is 26 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warning traffic.
Thank you, Gary. The American Family Children's Hospital in Madison will be receiving a large donation, all thanks to American Family Insurance's PGA Tour Championship. We'll have the details after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees.
Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G, all with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney here. If you come in now, you get 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas at Menards.
That's right, we couldn't resist. In honor of number 12's big championship win, we're giving you 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you, friends, for a great year. And please accept this as our Christmas gift to you. Congratulations, Ryan.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Some Wisconsinites will benefit from a $700 million settlement with Google. That's according to Attorney General Josh Kaul. The settlement stems from a lawsuit alleging anti-competitive actions by the Google Play Store. People who made purchases from the Google Play Store between August of 2016 and September of this year are eligible to receive restitution. Google did not admit any wrongdoing in the settlement. However, the company did agree to a number of changes moving forward. The 2023 American Family Insurance Championship raised nearly $2.5 million, and about half of the proceeds will be distributed to the American Family Children's Hospital in Madison. 147 primarily local charities will also share the rest in varying amounts. The total proceeds raised and charitable organizations supported were revealed today at the American Family Insurance corporate headquarters.
Everybody, his family is touched with health concerns at some point, so for us to be able to take a lead in our area to try to help out in that regard, to give back for important things like that means a great deal.
Steve Stricker doing something good. Next year's event will be held June 1st through the 9th. Steve Stricker will once again host the tournament for the 8th time and play for the 7th time, where he will defend his 2023 title. We'll get a final check on your forecast when we come back.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to Overture March 19th through the 24th. Get tickets at overture.org.
This holiday season, find unique gifts at Chouette Home and Fashion. Exclusive home goods, exceptional women's fashion, and delightful gifts for the whole family. In the heart of downtown Middleton, Chouette Home and Fashion.
We've got a lot of news coming up. The dangers of lithium batteries. What you need to know if you're buying electronic gifts this holiday season. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And then coming up tonight at 6, our Jalen Banks brings you the story of a Sun Prairie girl's recovery with the help of community support and a GoFundMe campaign. That and more ahead in the next half hour. If you're feeling lucky tonight, like our producer Andrea, just go buy yourself a lottery ticket. Tonight's Powerball drawing is for $572 million, or a lump sum of $28 million. That would buy some pretty decent gifts for everybody on your list for years. This is the 4th Powerball jackpot to top $500 million this year.
I think that lump sum should be $280 million.
What did I say?
I said $28 million, but...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes, thank you.
I don't want to shortchange anybody if you get a winning ticket.
That's a bummer. But you can't buy any snow, no matter what you do.
Nope, yeah, that's about the only way you're going to get to see some snow this year, if you make it yourself. As we look at the live view at the Edgewater Skycam, skies are partly cloudy out there right now. Temperatures are around the freezing mark. Madison at 33, Janesville 34. Most everybody just barely above freezing, but these temperatures will be slow to fall because of the cloud cover moving in. Right now, 33 degrees in Stoughton, 33 McFarland, and 32 in Sun Prairie. Factor in the winds, and right now wind chill's not that bad. Upper 20s to around 30 degrees. Look for temperatures to drop into the upper 20s by late evening.
All right, thank you, Gary. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope to see you back here tonight at 6. The CBS Evening News is coming up next.